So you've been pumping out content for a solid minute now, but somehow the quality of your videos isn't carrying over into the amount of views you're getting. You think maybe it's a glitch in the algorithm. Perhaps you should pay for a blue tick to be favored a little bit more. But the harsh reality, should you choose to accept it or not, is that your content simply just isn't as good as you think it is. The thing you need to understand is that these platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they all want you to win because when you make money, they make money. You are quite literally splitting the revenue 50-50 with them. But the way that they determine whether or not a video is going to be a high revenue earning video is based off of two things: engagement and watch time, both of which you clearly lack. How do I know? Because you clicked on this video because you're obviously getting less than 1,000 views. Right, we're not here to fuck about, so how do you get them? At the moment, the thing you lack is not the information which you are trying to teach in your videos. You do not have a knowledge gap there. What you lack is the ability to communicate your message in a way that is engaging to your target demographic. For example, I started this video with, so you've been making content for a solid minute, but somehow the quality of your videos isn't carrying over into the amount of views you're getting. Boom, I've identified a pain point. You've read the title, you've heard my hook, and you're like, holy fuck, I have been making content for a long time and it's not getting the engagement I'd like. You're going to stay. You're still here. I've got you. So your issue isn't that you don't have enough information on whatever it is you're trying to teach. It's that you lack the knowledge to be able to communicate that message in a way that is engaging. As I'm sure you know by now, your hook is in the first 3 seconds of your short form piece of content is everything. It's what's going to determine whether or not someone stays or swaps away from your video. It doesn't matter how much value you give me in the video. If the hook is weak, I'm not going to watch it. So for example, say this is a short form piece of content and I start it with, so you've been creating content for a solid minute now, but somehow the quality of your videos just isn't carrying on into the amount of views which you are getting. Right, strong hook, cool, I've started it with that. But if I started the same video with some shit like, oh, hey man, what's up? I hope your day's going good. Today we're going to be going into how you can get more views on your short form piece of content. You're just sitting there thinking, shut the fuck up, brother. You've scrolled, you've gone. Doesn't matter what I say following that because you're not there to listen to it anymore. That's why you get low views, because no one is staying past your hook. Just quickly, if you're finding this video valuable, click the link in the description to get 30 ways in 30 days to blow the fuck up on social media for completely free. Another mistake I see a lot of small content creators making is talking way too much. Of course, you need to communicate your message, you need to speak, but show, don't tell. Don't just talk about what you're doing and why you're credible and the things that you've achieved. Show people why they should listen to you. Give them a reason to listen to you. It'd be like if I was a fat fuck fitness coach and I was trying to tell people how to get into shape for summer. Who's going to listen to the fat fuck telling people how to get in shape? You could do with losing a few yourself, buddy. That's what people are thinking when they're watching your content. They're not going to listen to you. But if you're fucking big, juicy, jacked and shredded, of course cunts are going to listen to what you have to say. So display that in your videos. When you're doing talking head videos, say you're talking about squat depth or something, show you doing a squat. You're going down. You've got the B-roll of you doing a squat looking jacked. Another great example, say you're a fitness creator, you start a piece of content with, here's 5 tips to lose body fat fast. I'm gone. I don't care what you have to say about that. You haven't related it to anything that you have done. You've given me no reason that you're credible, so I'm going to scroll. But if you had started that with something along the lines of, here's how I lost 20 kilograms in 5 weeks and you can do the exact same, I'm more likely to stay. I don't want to hear 4 tips. Everyone's got the next 4, 5, 6 tip videos. I don't give a fuck. I'm giving you 4 tips in this video, but I didn't start it with, today I'm going to be giving you 4 tips on how you can blow up on social media and step past 1,000 views. Because you don't give a fuck. Nobody wants another tip video. People just want straight value. You're not watching me right now because you like Luke Vidler or you really just want to hear me yap and yap. You're watching me because I have knowledge which you want. And I'm sure by the end of this video, you're going to walk away and be like, holy fuck, this cunt's just taught me something I didn't know. So even if at the end of this video, you're thinking, fuck, that Luke's a really good dude, you're not thinking that because you like me as a person. It's because of the value which I've given you. So you need to be giving people value non-stop. No one gives a fuck about you, especially cold audiences. When they're scrolling, they're looking for any reason to scroll. They don't know who you are. They couldn't give a fuck. So in this hook, here's how I lost 20 kilograms in 5 weeks and you can do the exact same. I've given you why I'm credible and then told you that you can achieve the same results if you just listen to what I have to say. I'm staying on that. You best believe if I'm a fat fuck and I want to lose some weight, I'm watching that video right there. Right? So it doesn't matter how much conviction you have. You need to be living proof that you are who you say you are. Show, don't tell. Show me why you're credible. Don't sit here and yap and yap and yap as some fat fuck telling me how to lose body fat. Something I see a lot of content creators doing is trying to get their message across in a way that pleases everyone. You need to understand that trying to please everyone is virtually impossible, and the more polarizing and controversial you can be, the better. For example, I made this short right here on Instagram Reels, and it's nearly surpassed 1 million views total. Not because of anything negative I was saying, but because I had a positive message, which was a very controversial take. So there's a bunch of people in the comments either saying, good job, or you're a fuckwit, I'll stick to doing this. So pretty much what this reel was about was getting off of drugs, staying clean, getting your life in order. And essentially, here in Australia, the drug party scene is very big. People think it's okay to pop pills and smoke bongs every single weekend. And so there were either a group of people in the comments who were saying, good job, King, getting clean, phenomenal stuff. And then there were the other group of people on the opposite side of that, the polar opposite, who were saying, oh, you're a fuckwit. Oh, I just had a bong whilst I was watching this. I'm going to pop pills this weekend. Just had a line as I watched this. And it doesn't matter. The algorithm doesn't care whether or not they do or don't like you. All it cares is that they're watching and engaging. Now, let's say out of these million people, it's a perfect 50-50 split. 500,000 think, fantastic, it's great, he got off the drugs. The other 500,000 think I'm a complete fuckwit and want to bash my head in. The fact that 500,000 people right there resonate with the message, they think good job, they're more likely to follow, watch my shit, consume more of my content, which makes them more likely to buy, right? So the more polarizing you can be, the more eyeballs you hit, the more likely those eyeballs, those people are to buy your product and watch your content. Another fantastic example of this, which is one of my long form videos about me doing cocaine at 14 years old, nearly got 1 million views. And I would say about a half, 50-50 split in the comments was people saying, good job, really good to see you clean. This was an empowering message. The other half was people saying, oh, you're a pussy cunt. Why don't you smash drugs on the weekend? You're a loser. Drugs are cool. All that sort of thing. But it didn't matter that it was a 50-50 split. The point is, if those negative people weren't in the comments, then it wouldn't have reached the positive people. You can't have one without the other. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, right? Newton's third law. Another very common issue I see is creators just not posting enough, okay? When I first blew up, I was posting 4 times a day, right? 3 shorts, 1 piece of long form content. Now, I had one of my clients who's in my private community, link in description, by the way, ask me the other day why he wasn't getting the results that he wanted. And I said to him, well, how many times are you posting, right? Took a look at his channel, posting 1 long form every 3 weeks. How the fuck can you expect to get better at something which you are not doing, right? You're posting once every 21 days, if I'm not mistaken. How the fuck are you going to beat me, who at the same point in my career was posting 4 times a day, right? It's not the same lane. We're not even in the same race at that point. And you can't be disappointed from the results you didn't get from the work that you didn't do. Content is one of these things, excuse me, the more you put in, the more you put in, the more you are going to get out. The more videos you post, the more eyeballs you're likely to hit, the more followers you're likely to get, the more those followers are to buy, more likely those followers are to buy your product. Brother, if you are stuck getting 1,000 views or less per video, there's a very high chance that you've not even posted your first 100 videos, okay? This could be short form, this could be long form. There's a very high chance you haven't posted 100 of either. I had posted over 300 videos before I had even gotten to my first 500 subscribers. That is the type of grind you need to be willing to put in. Think of each individual post as a lottery ticket. The more lottery tickets you have, the more likely you are to win the lottery, right? If I hadn't have been posting every single day for 8 months straight, I wouldn't have finally at month 8 or 9 gotten that video that blew the fuck up and got to 1 million views, right? But because I did, I had all the past experience, the knowledge which I'd accumulated from all these failed attempts. I began to work out what worked and what didn't. And finally, boom, that day, 11th of October, it was actually 6 months into making YouTube videos. That's my mistake. Blew the fuck up, became monetized, completely changed my life. And that's because I accumulated these skills. If you like this video, you'll probably like this one on the screen right here. Yeah, YouTube's recommending it to you. If you did find this helpful, like I said, click that top link to get 30 ways in 30 days to blow the fuck up on social media for free. Or you can just straight rip the band-aid off, click the link below that one and join my community where I help you do fucking everything in my power to blow up on social media. I'll see you in the next one, big nuts. Stay grinding.